crazy how I never got into robbing cars or car stereos.
I love
had
watching
a
them.
buddy who used to rob car stereos, but at one point, cars started putting a device in it that if you stole the stereo, it wouldn't work in another car. I think especially Subaru had the technology.
Oh, yeah, Subaru.
But I'll tell you what, bro. When I first started working for Subaru, it was 1986. And I was
Really?
I was living in Boulder, and I was a detailer. But I became friends with the manager. His name was Peter Pinto, a real street guy.
Yeah.
And one day he's like, "Why do you wash cars? You're like one of the best salesmen. Just talking to you, I can buy shit from you." And he goes, "Just come over on a Monday and see if you like it." And I came over on a Monday and sold 3 cars and made $1,000. At that time, I used to work 60 hours a week for like
Washing.
I think it was $860 a month. They would pay me.
And you made it in a day.
I'd make it in a day selling cars. And I borrowed $500 from my girlfriend's mother, and I went and bought, 3 jackets, 3 pair of pants, a pair of shoes, a belt. And I went and fucking knocked them fucking dead. But I thought I was making like $7 to $10 grand a month.
That's
like my first 3
money.
months in 1987, going to school, $7 grand a month. Subaru selling 10 cars a month.
Well, you could have been the
You get a
principal
check
at
from
school.
them. You get a check from Subaru. But the lot man drove like an expensive BMW. And I'm like, how can a fucking lot man sell, have a BMW? I mean, what can a lot man make, The year went by. I stayed a loyal employee. I got into a few arguments there. I threatened to fucking break the car with an axe window if they didn't pay me and shit like that. But the cops came in one day. This was a crazy place where I worked. It was called Crouch Subaru.
Yeah. Crouch, and that's German, huh?
Crouch. They
Crouch,
own,
huh?
Right, today
well,
they
you're
own
going to get fucking robbed if somebody's crouching.
CROUCH. They own an Acura store today.
Yeah.
A couple Acura stores, but in those days, that Subaru store was a comedy. Like, it was a comedy.
And they didn't even have a lot of Subarus. Did people even know what that was then?
Yeah, no, in Colorado,
Subaru's
it was
king.
number one car. It's number one car. It used to be Burt Subaru, was the number one Subaru dealer in the world.
Wow.
They did 500 new Subarus a fucking month or something. And then we were like number 8 in the district. But one day the cops came and they arrested this fucking lot guy because he was running a scam at the gym. But what we also didn't know was that after you sold a car, he would talk to you for 5 minutes about your car and he would upsell you.
Oh, he's selling shit on the
So
side.
this motherfucker was taking the stereos out of the GL10 sedans, the top, and putting it in your shitty car.
Wow.
So all these people paying 20 grand for these high-end cars and the radio. It was like an AM radio.
Oh.
And, bro, he did it to every... Like, when he got arrested, he had been doing this for years. Like, people were buying
Made
cars.
a ton of money.
Ton of money. He was selling rims, tires. Then the cops came in again one day and surrounded the building because we had a salesman that used to rob banks at lunchtime.
Oh, wow.
His name was Carlos Valverde. I'll
What a
never
great
forget
idea.
this guy. And he had 9 kids. 9 fucking kids he had
Damn.
with the same wife. He had been married like 30 fucking years. He was
Robbing
like 20,
that pussy as
he was
well,
married
apparently.
30 years. He was like 22. He was Spanish. Carlos Valverde. I'll
That's
never
as
forget.
Spanish as can be, dude.
Never forget this guy. And one day the fucking cops came and surrounded the building. He was fucking robbing banks at his lunchtime. Him and 4 other guys would fucking get car. I mean, it was fucking crazy. Then I got in trouble there. Like, this car dealership was a professional thievery. Like, the people
Everybody
who worked
was
there.
stealing from
There was a
everybody.
guy in there that robbed
That's a
banks.
great sitcom. Everybody's stealing from
Oh my
everybody.
God! There was a guy in there that was in probation because he robbed banks, and he just got out of jail after doing 20 years for robbing banks. The manager was a biker that would work 6 months of the year, like cut his hair and shave, and he was a great salesman. Then the other half of the year, he was a biker. Didn't do no drugs. He hated drugs, and he hated the smell of vinegar.
Wow.
So when I didn't want him there, I would come in and I'd buy a bottle of white vinegar, and I'd take a cap and put it in the corner of his office and spill it. And he'd be in the office within minutes. He'd be like, I smell vinegar, and he'd fucking leave. I used to get Coke bindles and tie like fish wire to him, and I'd throw them on the floor by him, and I'd roll them from my seat, and he'd be fucking trying to step on it. I had a great time.
That sounds so much fun,
but
man.
it's so funny because what I learned that year, I still do today.
Right.
Like all the things I learned about selling cars and how you should be a salesman. like I still use those principles today. Like they kept me alive in the comedy game.
Yeah.
Like, so it's
Good evening, good afternoon, and other times. Thanks for watching that video you just saw. I mean, it was okay. But the next video you could watch could be way better. What if you watch a video right now that changes your life? Well, you could watch this one, or watch this one. Watch this one, watch this one, watch this one. Ah!